What's up, guys? It's the Brazilian Brothers with MACkiteboarding, bringing you the full-length review of the Reedin MasterModel. The MasterModel is Reedin's first 5-strut kite, and we've spent several hours on it here in Brazil over the past couple of weeks. We are finally ready to give you the final verdict and let you know whether you're actually going to catch a cold up there or whether it is all marketing. As you know, we are fans of the Brainchild bag. In fact, for Reedin's, they've actually introduced a zipper here on top, which we personally love. We've been a big fan of how this kite looks in the air because we absolutely love this turquoise and blue pattern on the kite. Let's get it pumped up and I'll confirm our feelings about how it feels in the air. Our first critique about the Reedin MasterModel is actually in terms of its inflation system. Reedin has a very interesting and exotic looking inflation attachment, which you're not going to find it out there very easily. Thankfully, when you buy the kite, they do give it to you, but if you were ever to lose this or potentially forget your pump at home, you're unlikely to find it in the usual hose attachments that come with most pumps. So make sure to keep this attachment close to your heart if you want to be able to get this guy pumped up at your local beach. Once you get this kite pumped up, you will immediately notice how beautiful it looks in the sky. Reedin has knocked it out of the park, and this kite is absolutely gorgeous. But anyways, enough yapping. Let's get this kite in the air, and I'll give you our feedback on how it feels. We've been testing the MasterModel over a wide range of conditions here in Brazil, and we can confirm that it has one of the lightest bar pressures in the market. It has really light steering pressure and also really light steering pressure. If you know us, you already know that we absolutely love that combination. The best thing about the MasterModel is that the bar pressure remains nice and light even in overpowered conditions, which makes it an absolutely amazing kite to feel really comfortable in those nuclear conditions. We've been flying the MasterModel on a high V platform, even though it is supposed to be written on a low V platform, because we prefer the high V platforms for most kites. A high V platform will generally give you a lighter bar feeling, as well as a kite that is faster and more pivotal through the loop. For the MasterModel, the high V has made the bar pressure so light that we're actually attaching our back lines to the middle knot for the perfect ratio between feedback on the bar and knowing where the kite is and really light bar pressure. The other thing you will notice about the MasterModel when you put it in the sky is, again, how rapid it is. When we first heard that Reedin was coming out with a 5-strut high aspect kite, we thought it was gonna be slow and sluggish, but boy, we were wrong. Once you put the MasterModel in the air, you will immediately notice how rapid it moves through the sky. Every little input has got the kite moving around, which is really impressive, especially for a kite that has this much aspect ratio. In terms of jumping, we are shocked by the MasterModel. It has a huge potential for jumping height and overall lift. Kevin Langeray was not kidding that you're gonna need to be careful when you go up there and not catch a cold, because this kite is tremendous in terms of jumping and overall lift. The downside of the MasterModel is that it will take you a couple of sessions to get used to just how much lift it is able to provide. We actually bombed out quite a few times because you get so much unexpected lift out of this kite, which is amazing after you get used to it. In terms of looping, we were also very surprised by the MasterModel. Like we've said, once we heard that Reedin was coming out with a high aspect kite with 5 struts, we thought it would be something like an Edge or an XR that would feel sluggish and slower through the loops. But we were completely wrong. This kite is very rapid and it has really safe loops. It has very little yank, which makes it an amazing kite for kite loop progressions. We were immediately doing boogies and doing kite loops with this kite very easily, and it's a kite that gave us confidence to go for maneuvers that we're not always necessarily in the mood for. In terms of ease of use, the MasterModel is a big air machine. People from all levels are gonna be able to enjoy its lift and overall jumping potential. It does not take a professional to get on this kite and jump really big because he has a nice degree of sweet spot for jumping. Like I said, the loops of this kite are awesome, and you might even choose it to be your first kite to loop because it is so damn easy. No yank through the loop, which is awesome. All right, guys, it is time for the real talk, the section where we give you our honest opinions about this kite. Overall, we were very impressed with the MasterModel, both because of its lift as well as its looping ability. This is the reason why we are giving it the Brazilian Brother Certificate of Approval. There's only 2 caveats that we want to emphasize as far as this kite is concerned. The first one is in terms of wind range. This kite does not perform very well in the low end because it has a very light bar pressure and does not have a lot of grunt. So you are gonna need a lot of wind to feel pattern with this kite and to make the most out of it. The second caveat is in regards to its materials. Materials used on the MasterModel are extremely light and extremely thin as far as the canopy is concerned, and we are curious to see how it is going to hold up in terms of longevity. Overall, we are giving it the Brazilian Brother Certificate of Approval because we are stoked on it. It is by far our favorite Reedin kite. So if you're wondering which kite to get within Reedin's lineup, then think no further because this is the one. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned because we are going to compare it to both the Trigger as well as the Peak in upcoming videos. Make sure to follow the Brazilian Brothers on Instagram and subscribe to MACkiteboarding on YouTube so that you don't miss out on those awesome videos that are coming up your way very soon. Peace out.